fucking Tuesday at 8 o'clock, man.
Tosh and Truuf.
Hey everybody, this is Red Waters. Well, not sucking dick. I'm listening to the DJ Truuf. And hey everybody, this is Red Waters. When I'm not in the studio banging out my booty, I'm listening to DJ Truuf.
So thanks everybody. Come on over to Facebook.
Number one internet station. The number one internet station.
All right, this multitasking thing, you know, not too many people built for this, you know, to be able to run a successful number one podcast in America and then still be able to simultaneously run the boards.
All the way over, all the way.
On the number one hashtag internet radio station, not only on Earth, but the hashtag number one internet station on Uranus.
We always doing something, yo. We always doing something. But I mean,
y'all remember that. They're going to be like, you know what? Did they say something about Uranus?
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
All right? And we want you to not be able to handle me because I'm hot like fire. Fire, butter grits. Big ups to happy birthday, Sean. I get a chance to rock out for him Friday night inside the venue. He only had 2 days notice to get this party popping. Called me on Wednesday, made the cash deposit. I said, I'll be there because that's all it takes is a cash deposit. And we'll be there. And in 2 days, he was able to get 408 people to come for his birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
That's crazy. So, you know, big ups to Shizzy 1971. I think that's his AKA. Then me and Freak Nasty, Halloween party night inside of Club 3737. One time for DJ Khalil 302 and the Girls Night Out. Let me tell you this story because, you know, I'm the number one storyteller on the planet. Don't forget, follow us at DJ TRUUF on the Instagram, at Tosh and Truuf Podcast on the Instagram, and ding. Okay, Tosh, you're cute.
It's letting me know, right?
No, I mean, tell me your social media.
Oh, at Muy Caliente Tasha on Instagram, Latasha Muy Caliente Crawley on Facebook, and then we got Muy Caliente Tosh on Twitter.
Yeah, the Twitter is popping. The Twitter sphere is anything goes. If you've not been on Twitter, it is not like Facebook. It is not like Instagram. You are not censored. If you choose to put up naked pictures and videos, you can do that. The only thing you can't do on Twitter is call Connie, Candace Owens. You can't call her a coon because they will block you for 12 hours.
Damn, so you testing stuff. That's why you getting blocked.
Yeah, I test the limits on that. So if you call Candace Owens a coon or Kanye West a coon, then you will be blocked for 12 hours. They don't even give you like a 20 days. It's like Facebook get 30 days. You know, that's why people are dying. If you
What?
No, I mean, like, you know, if you are, some people don't have lives and social media is everything. So if you do something and you get blocked from the only thing that makes you happy, which is social media, then I can see why there's a lot of depression. I can see why there's people who just can't function in the world because this new generation, they don't know how to talk to people in real life. They don't know how to have an intelligent conversation.
I just think that it made it easier. That's why people like to text. I've never seen people where they be like, I can't believe that person called my phone. Like, what do you think? Like, ain't that what a phone's supposed to do? It's supposed to ring. You understand? They just put the technology of, a two-way pager with a cell phone.
Right.
You know, because before it was a two-way pager and you had to text that thing, and then remember you called somebody a hoe, they had to turn the phone upside down.
Right.
Like, oh, they called me a hoe.
Right. And, you know, now you had all your secret codes. When I sold drugs on 7th and Pike, we had I mean, it's past the statute of limitations, so, you know. Weed, wet powder, Perico.
Weed, wet powder, and what?
Perico.
Perico.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, okay. Nose candy. All right.
So back then, people would call you. You didn't know who it was until you picked up.
Exactly. Like now, it's like I can see somebody stopping past the house and be like, okay, like I didn't invite you, but somebody calling your phone, like people are really upset about people calling their phones. Like that's weird to me.
Right. And you know, let's say you was fancy. You had a 3-way calling plan.
Oh yeah.
So if somebody called you,
you could click over.
and you could click over. That was the big thing.
That was a big thing.
Yeah,
and that people held on forever and ever and ever, child. So you could click back over to you, like you was
Or you'd be like, hold on, let me click over, and then I'm gonna click right back.
Or when you got to join them in a call.
What?
Man, listen.
It
was on and popping.
What's up? And then they knew you was on welfare or you was broke when you called, and it was always busy.
On that busy
right,
signal. It's like, dang, you ain't got no... Listen, I remember my grandma told me, she said, you know what, I'm sick of this phone ringing all times of the night. I said, well, I'm going to get my own phone. She's like, oh, okay, whatever. So I had the man come. He done put a whole nother jack and everything in the room. Is they messing up my walls? I said, but you told me that you wanted me to get my own phone. And guess what I bought? The cord that came from upstairs and could go all the way to the basement, the backyard, and the front door. I had the whole cord. This cord is getting on my nerves. No, ma'am, you said you wanted me to get a phone. And then my phone was ringing at nighttime. I said, but it's not your phone ringing. Right. She was hot.
Heated. And then if you didn't want to talk to somebody, you just took the phone
off the hook. Or how about when you used to be younger and you getting the phone calls and you know that they gonna call and you hurry up and you keep dialing the phone number so that you could be on the phone and you call like the party line or something so the other line could click. Now listen, I don't know what y'all young kids got going on nowadays, but we had good times.
Okay, so another good time I had at the party. Not too many.
You had some bad times.
Well, I'm specifically talking about Saturday night. I don't want to talk greasy about the situation because that's not what I do. But, I wasn't happy at the end of the night. All right. But during the night, I was outside taking a little break, and I see this young lady. She's dressed, it's Halloween night. So, she's like slim, coffee, light brown, like.
Did you just lick your goddamn Did this man just lick his fingers? You got all that right there. You can eat that shit.
She was like...
He done sucked his 2 fingers.
She was like goodie box pudding. She says, you just want to... All right?
Okay.
So she had on like something scandalous, like bustier up, ass out, like a thong connected thing.
Oh,
but she was with some guy.
She outside.
She was outside. She was with this guy. I'm assuming it was her boyfriend. So I'm like, she looks, even with the costume on, I feel like I know her. But I didn't approach the situation because I didn't want to start no trouble. I get in the DJ booth, and 5 minutes later, she comes to the DJ booth, and she's like, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my fucking God! Tony Brown! Tony Brown! I can't believe it's you! Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you! I love you so much! We were so come to find out, she was my old manager at that phone company.
Oh, right. Yeah, don't say it because I don't even use that phone company stuff.
She was my old boss, and we got along pretty good until 1 week in our lives, I had to rip her fucking head off. And occasionally at work, work is a hostile environment sometimes, and you have to stand your ground like George Zimmerman. Okay? You're not going to just talk to me any kind of way. I'm not obligated to like you. Okay? We're not family. We're not friends. We're just forced to cohabitate in this job together. So she popped fly on me one day, and I ripped her fucking head off.
And you should.
She stopped talking to me for like as long as she could, because I'm petty. And I went to work.
Because you what?
I'm petty. All right? I went to work. And she couldn't stand it. They always can't stand it. Like,
oh yeah, when they do something, right. Then it's like you're not being professional after they did something to you.
All right, so fast forward, I ended up walking off the job. I had some issues and went to court. Had to call a new lawyer, not Top Dog. I had to call a new lawyer. But fast forward, like a year later, I meet her in the club, and she's like, we all missed you, loved you. No, you didn't. Y'all wanted me to fuck out of there so bad because I was the megalodon. There's 10 people in here, but only 2 people are eating. My man Haji and me. So if 10 customers came in, we had 8 of them, and the other 2 find somebody else.
No.
So that's why they hated me. Hey, he's getting kind of old. Tone, you should be still working here. We're like young bucks, whippersnappers. Like, y'all get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Remind me to tell you about that. Go ahead. But
Right.
keep
So,
telling me.
She said, we were so concerned about you, but we couldn't get in touch with you because you blocked us on all social media and our phone numbers. Nobody could get in touch with
Because
you.
you were being petty.
I was being continued.
Petty Penny.
Why would
Petty Peter.
Why would I allow you to be on my Facebook, bro? You don't even know my life, bro. Like I'm damn near a gangster. I'm damn near a killer. Okay? I hang out down the bottom. No security. You know what I'm saying?
You damn near what? I'm damn near gangster. I'm damn near killer.
You know what I mean? I grew up with the JBM on my
I
back.
grew up in the jungle.
You know what I mean? We hustle crack on the block, all right? With no rules, you know what I mean? Cops ain't scared of us. We scared the cops.
Right.
Okay?
Talk heavy.
So, no, you can't get on my Facebook, and you're blocked. Like, the second I leave out this store, before I got out of King of Prussia parking lot, that whole store was blocked.
As you should,
Right.
but Hodge.
Right, but Hodge. But Hodge. So, I was like, yeah, you're damn right, I blocked you. Oh, you gotta give me your number. No,
Why would I do
why would
that
I
if
do
I
that?
blocked you?
Right, so you can go back and tell the ops, oh, I found him, he at the club, this is the number.
Yeah.
No, but always, hey, I'm gonna walk out the booth and in like 5 seconds, shout out the Girls Night Out Club thing for me. No, bitch, it's a price for that. You know?
Yeah. You don't get that for free.
Yeah, it's a price. That's the reason I'm in here, to get checks cut. So that was my story from Saturday that sort of blew me for a loop.
I wanted to get into that when you said that. I wanted to get in. It was a post today. Really caught my eye, and it said, it was like, was it a compliment versus insult? Mm-hmm. And some people throw things out like that. And it was a lady, and she said that, in the beginning, when they were calling her auntie, mm-hmm. she was thinking that it was a compliment, because she's an OG, different things like that. Right. She said, and then she started, figuring like, oh, they trying to say that I'm old. The young right. girls is trying to say that I'm old. And she was like, y'all all perked up, y'all this, y'all that. She was like, niece. Basically, yeah, I'm gonna check you the way that you checking me. How do they feel that way with guys? Like, what if somebody said something to you? What would you consider disrespectful? Like, I mean, that sweetie, that auntie, that all of that is kind of like disrespectful to women. So, I'm saying older women. So, what is it like? Do they call you? Do you consider old head or
old head is kind of
that could take it as a compliment / insult, right?
That's borderline. But then you got. Unk is always a one. OG.
That's compliment.
I'll take OG. You know what I mean? I'll take that.
But I'm talking about, do you consider that, can that be taken as a compliment and an insult?
It depends on who it's coming from. Like, if you older than me, don't come at me talking about, hey, OG or Unk or something like that. Like, bro, you fucking 20 years older than me. And you dirty. And you a bum.
I like when you say dirty. I like that dirty. That dirty gets to me. I like that.
You dirty.
But what can be, that's what I'm saying, what can be a compliment and an insult?
Shit, I'm not, we talked about this before. I'm approachable, but don't touch me. All right? Don't, say hi from across the street. Don't get near me because I start backing up. Like,
I'm talking about the words.
The words?
Like, meaning, like I said, when she's saying auntie, she like, that auntie can be taken as a compliment and as a insult.
Yeah, it could be an insult if he's standing in your doorway with his balls out.
But she was talking about another woman.
Oh, another woman. Oh,
yeah, another woman saying it like.
That sounds gay. That sounds like she was trying to hit on her.
No, I don't think so. I think that she was, like she said, she was trying to make it seem like she like she's trying to say it to say, you know what, you're much older than me, so and I'm younger than you, right. So I'm gonna call you auntie. You know what I mean?
And I have enough family that I have real aunties. Like I'm with my play sister now. And she has older friends in her life, and she wants me to call them auntie. No.
you trying to bang? I'm one of them, ain't you?
No, you're not. I'm not gonna. I have a real auntie that would probably get mad as fuck at me because she's like Jamaican. And if I said, "Hey, auntie, I'm Miss Eleanor or whatever her name is," wants me to call her auntie, she's like, "Broad clock, give me her name and number. I'm coming down, I'll bust her in her fucking head."
Yes. That you sound like you Jamaican. You just the voice of every goddamn thing.
Because they tell me, man, you got 22 jobs. It's not the job you don't have. You swim, you dance instructor, you DJ. You host a podcast. You do social media. There's nothing you can't do. Well, it's something I can't do with my broken neck. I can't do.
You can't lift your hands above your goddamn head.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. All right.
So listen, let's get into this. PORN.
PORN. So, for all my X-rated content creators, all right, if you haven't delved into it, I had this conversation with a shorty last night. This shorty is like, can you imagine you see a guy and you be like, damn, like, he's fucking hot. I wish we could be together, but you're strangers and you don't think anything else of it. You just see them randomly in different places. So this is the same thing that's happened with me and this shorty. I used to work at KOP, and I used to see the shorty just pumping across the parking lot to get to Shake Shack to go to work.
Okay.
But I'd be outside taking my break. And I used to be like, damn, something catch your eye. And I would see it every once in a while. Fast forward, probably a year or two later, we ended up in a meeting together. All right? And I didn't catch who it was, but I kept staring like I know this person. Come to find out, this is the same shorty that I've been gawking at for this whole time.
Okay.
When I was working. So we ended up becoming cool. I mean, cool. Okay?
You talking about like smash and grab cool?
Smash and grab cool.
Okay.
Like, oh my God, this thing is delicious. This thing is like,
oh my goodness.
This thing is like Goodie Box Pudding. Who's our sponsor tonight? Goodie Box Pudding.
Goodie Box Pudding.
Make sure you follow them. There's also strawberry and strawberry shortcake. Oops. All right, you can get that.
She said it's called Very Berry.
Very berry pudding. All right, get your orders in now for Thanksgiving.
And she said 1 scoop is not enough, and it's really not.
Enough.
It's
right?
not.
Not enough. You see, I'm halfway through my scoops. All right, so we've been pretty solid for over 2-3 years.
Okay.
So we got a chance to hang out last night. And she's going through something, out of work, cursing people out of the job, disrespectful like me. Like, you ain't gonna talk to me no motherfucking way. I'll quit. I was like, did you just start the job? Yeah, I was there for 2 days, but I ain't gonna have them talking to me any kind of fucking way. I was like, damn, it was only 2 days. I don't give a fuck if it was 1 day. I was like, that's why we get along. You don't
very
take no
disrespectful.
Shit. So it hinted to like, you need some quick cash. I got a thing I can put you in. You can make 10 grand before January 1st. I'll make sure of it. And I'll take 25% of that, so you had $7,500. Quick, fast, in a hurry. How? What are you talking about? OnlyFans, baby. Just for fans, baby. And a couple other platforms where you can take your porn, custom porn, private porn, and get it out of your phones and stop holding on to it and put it out for the universe to not only watch, to pay you to watch. And it's so ridiculous right now. It doesn't even have to be like hardcore sex. It doesn't have to be any of that. It could be your feet. You have beautiful feet, Tosh. No one would see your face. You just take videos of your feet and put it online. Let people take requests and rubbing it down. I did that with Cotton Candy in Chicago.
Okay.
I actually have a video playing with her feet. CottonCandy.com if you want to see that video. $19.99. All right. $19.99.
To see you playing with her feet?
You'll get full access to the site.
You'll get full access to the site, okay.
My video is in there. Just type in Chicago Feet Lover.
Oh.
Not meat lover, feet lover.
Yo, I can't. So yeah, let's talk about that. Like you said that y'all drive everywhere when it's time for y'all to go different places. Is it because y'all have so much, but you said that you pick up girls on the way?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine taking a flight and you got to take 7 people with you, round trip plus hotel rooms? That's expensive, and the promoters, they already want to give you $100, like some promoters I know over the weekend.
But you're not gonna say no names.
I'm not gonna say no names.
Okay.
If they on the list, just like Top Dog Law, Tiz 215, they just joined that club.
Oh, okay.
All right. But yeah, with this porn platform that's here, a lot of people are inquisitive about it and they want to know about it. I have developed a company that will help you join this exploitation. All right, join this world that we live in. That's happening. It's happening whether you like it or not. Whether you are a church goer and you think everything is blasphemy to, yo, I'm down with the program. Let's get it popping. I don't care. All right.
I think it's just that it's easier to do it now because this generation is just, they for a lot of things, that other people, that some people did like in the open and other people did, like sneaky, like a sneaky link or whatever. So now it doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, it's making you money. So why be embarrassed from it because it's making you money?
Right. So even this weekend, which I didn't talk about, because it wasn't for public consumption. But after the clubs, 2 clubs this weekend, we had remember the swingers party situation? That happened this weekend.
Oh, wow.
All right. And that went from 1 in the morning until about 6, 7 in the morning. Everybody went home, handled their business. But, it's such a big business. It's such a huge business. And it has a lot of potential big payouts. And I want to help you guys figure it out where your family's not going to hate you, where you can still do what you have to do. Everything is confidential. I'll do everything from the planning to helping you set up the accounts, to recording scene work for you. As I have a couple photographers and video people, and then do the editing. And then I also have several Twitter accounts to blast out. Now Twitter, if you're aware of Twitter, you should be. Twitter.com/DJTRUUF. Twitter.com Muy Caliente Tasha. Do you play on Twitter at all?
No, Muy Caliente
Tosh. And then Tosh and Truuf on Twitter. Twitter and OnlyFans are partnered up.
Oh.
Because there's certain DJ Freak Nasty that said I'm freakazoid.
Robot, please report to the dance floor.
Right. So how somebody named Freak Nasty is gonna call me a freak?
Well, listen. When you said that, like how you put the page and everything together, like if people want to do certain things, it was in the news that a lady that used to was real big in her kids' school, like did chaperoning and everything. A parent found out that she did an OnlyFans, and they tried to ban her from everything. How did a parent
find out that somebody did the OnlyFans if you weren't on OnlyFans looking at
this?
The
is what I'm saying. But
hey
so
guys,
what they
shut this down because my iPad's about to die. Jump on the Facebook if you got the Facebook popping, and we'll be live over there.
So what I'm saying is that they said that they were going to they wanted to ban her from everything, like that they didn't want her to come back to the school or anything like that, meaning to chaperone and everything. So now she can go on the trips, but the only thing that she can do is chaperone her kids. And she was like, well, I was a big part of everything that went on with my kids inside of the school. I love my kids, and what I do on my on my free time is my free time,
right.
Which I do believe what you do on your free time is on your free time. But it's real funny when people want to be politically correct for certain things and not other things, if that makes sense.
It does make a lot of sense, though. So don't talk down on someone because it's going to make. Remember, you said nobody sits above each other.
No, yeah, they don't.
So who are you to cast judgment on someone? All right, for trying to make a living to try to pay your bills.
And at this moment it's an honest living because you're getting a paycheck from it. You're getting paid from it. It would be the same thing as if you're sitting on there baking a cake, and showing people how to bake cakes. I mean, she wants to do what she wants to do on there, and I think that's the problem. If it's not affecting her children, meaning as though if the courts didn't come in and say, oh, I want to take your kids away because you have an OnlyFans page. Right. You understand? So who are you to try to exactly?
And if you found out about it, that means
that you were somewhere looking that you didn't have no reason to be. So why would you even bring it to the school? And I'm wondering because she sued for defamation of character and different things like that.
I think so. I think there is some maybe if this was a top dog law situation, I would ask him, but because he's banned from the show, that's another client he lost out. Another one.
Yeah, that's sad.
Another one.
It's just things that you just can't do nowadays that you want to do and you can't.
Yes, don't cast disparagements and it's 2021 and a lot of things are going on around you in the universe that you might be old and you're stuck in your ways and that's not how we grew up or it's not in my Bible. Well, maybe they don't read your Bible. Maybe they read somebody else's Bible and it was okay or whatever it is. So don't cast judgment. It's not up to you to even try to understand it. Ignore it.
If it's not for you.
Right. The quickest way to not be offended and not get upset and get your blood pressure up is to keep fucking scrolling. Okay?
That's
keep
probably
scrolling.
why your page got
Because somebody was offended by something I put up, and I've probably been reported more than 100 times. All right? But because of the new position I have with the WPBA, that was the end of the conversation because I wanted to be a mentor. I thought I was going to start mentoring some folks. She said,
because she know about that page.
Right. She said,
you can't mentor nobody.
We start talking about that, the state that they want to be scrutinizing your social media. So maybe that mentor thing is not going to be for you, buddy.
Yeah.
But social media for the WPBA is...
And that's another thing, that jobs and everything are looking at, they ask you for social medias. They ask you for all of that so that they can, like find out about you. What I do on my personal time is my personal time. This is a public thing.
Yeah, back when I worked at that phone company.
Phone company.
Yeah, I was going to run the social media for our store. And, I get the account set up that I start following people, follow myself,
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, when you follow your stuff on Twitter and you start retweeting and shit is just popping up on my timeline, I got a phone call about 2:30 in the morning. Tone, I'm going to need you to block yourself. From the account.
I can believe it.
Yeah, because we were at a meeting. I'm trying to show them our Twitter page and this, that, and the third, and there was some suspect stuff that came across.
Yeah, you see everybody else use that to block you too.
Right.
They can't show the kids stuff.
Right. So I will help you maneuver in this world so you don't have to feel any kind of pressure.
I think what it is because you put it on your posts. A lot of people now are putting it on their stories. You understand? So on your stories, it's not going to pop up unless somebody go in your story. So if you go in my stories, that means that you're being super newsy.
Right.
If you're not my friend. Because if they're your friend, that's what they're supposed to do. Right. But did you hear that thing where people were complaining that people were, Instagram, if you like too many pictures, they kind of like block you.
Oh yeah, this IG is really
so why if the pictures are there for you to like, why you can't like them?
They call it suspicious behavior.
Exactly.
That's why they shut down my other account because I was tagging. There's about 20 people in this video I did, and I'm tagging at this, hashtag at. I got it all lined up. Before I even hit send, I'm being monitored so hard. Like somebody's literally watching me type these words. And they said, block, suspicious behavior. We don't think there must be a computer or something. And, it's just too much censorship.
I guess because now you have to think about it. Again, here we go with these algorithms. The thing is that they're looking at people post, and people, when they're posting stuff so minute and little that as soon as you go to post something that's, that has some character to it, then it's like, oh no, something is going on. They just want you to put a smiley face and just go on about your business. It's a 4-word caption and call it a day with some what is it called? With some emojis and call it a day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, we I'm sorry guys if you're listening to the
just cut it off.
Yeah, so if you are tired of being censored, first of all, you should be voting, okay? Because there's laws on the books that these politicians come in, and now you see Facebook is under criticism. They're changing their name to the metaverse, and that's something that...
Facebook is changing their name?
Yeah, that has to do with Facebook versus Apple, something. Mark Zuckerberg is a dick. He's a dick with a lot of money, okay? So he's changing this whole situation to sort of kick everybody else to the curb. He's got a Facebook. He's going to create a Facebook world where it's not going to be you online. You're going to put on goggles and enter the metaverse. And let's say I want to send you a picture. It'll be you, literally, whatever character you create, and I'll run over to you. Tosh, here's a picture. Hey, and then we'll see this interaction in my house or in the space. It's going to be ridiculous. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So if you're tired of the censorship, platforms like Snapchat, which is my favorite because I get a lot. You would do very well on Snapchat. Snapchat actually gives away $1 million a day. So if you have great content,
how many sponsors do they have?
No. Well,
They have to have some type of
they
sponsors
do.
to give that type of money away.
They're at a point where if you, let's say 100 creators make videos that happen to not go viral but get a lot of traction, they'll take those 100 videos, and put them in the pool of money for the day, and you'll split $1 million. So you might have a day where you get a check for $20,000.
Wow.
Okay, that's every day. Okay, so if you're a content creator, that's the platform you want to be on. Fan base is coming into play. So if you're worried about likes and followers and how you engage, now people will have to pay literally to see your content. And if they mess with you like our folks mess with us, that's the platform you want to be on because you get paid. And it's for everybody. It's not just for people trying to get paid. It's a great place to interact, socialize. And then Twitter is number one because they open their platform up. And I've been on Twitter since 2009. Okay? And there's Black Twitter, okay, where black people talk about each other. There's white Twitter, I'm sure, political Twitter. It's all under one Twitter sphere.
But I thought Black Twitter was when the other people did something and they, like, when they say Black Twitter went crazy.
Well, because it's always a bunch of hashtags. So if something happened in the black world, in our world, you can best believe it's, depending on
hashtag.
Right, the right followers you follow, and your whole timeline might be nothing but coon talk and Candace Owens and how this person didn't fry chicken right and stuff like that. But then
how they did what?
Didn't fry chicken right.
Oh, okay.
Then there's also Freak Twitter. Freak Twitter is, if you happen to fall into that rabbit hole.
I seen that.
Yeah, Freak Twitter.
It's one guy, I was just like he is just sickening, on Twitter. I was just like, so as soon as I came back on, it was just like sex
right.
with him, just like.
Right.
And it looked like amateur porn.
It is. It's very amateur porn, but it's amateur porn designed to help OnlyFans porn and just for fans.
Oh, okay.
If you go on OnlyFans, you have to have a Twitter account to get an OnlyFans account. Oh. Okay, that's the API.
Do you have to pay for OnlyFans?
You don't have to pay to create the account. You don't have to. You can put up content and not want money for it, where people can subscribe for free. DJs, I have a DJ account with OnlyFans, so if I'm trying to figure that out so I can make music and put it there and people will actually subscribe. And when you're on OnlyFans, the entire platform feels and looks just like Twitter. So if you don't have to learn how to maneuver, you can be. Once you go to Twitter, you hit the OnlyFans, it takes you across the street. But they look just alike. Oh. Just alike. So you automatically...
I ain't with it all, so I really don't know.
You automatically have a sense on how to navigate. So, like I said, there's a lot of money to be made. So if you're a content creator and you're thinking about it, hit my DMs right now. Everything is confidential. I won't put your business on the street. And I will tell you how we can get to this bag before the end of the year. All right? And I'll take my 25%. I'm going to tell you that right now. And there's a consultation charge of $50. All right. So if you want to get down with that, hit me up right now. And then also back to the SMS challenge. So with this new job position as marketing underboss and social media guy for the WPBA, I did this with Converse, and I'm going to do the same thing with WPBA. I'm going to look for the hottest female artists across the country. Oh my God! Drop a goddamn bomb.
But listen, but females can get into the 70s.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, females. The SMS 70 challenge is open to every artist, and it's not just hip hop either. If you play the guitar, you're a good R&B singer. You're
so it's for all. Musician. It's all across the board.
Yeah, this is about music, and I'm looking for the best artists to be a part of that. But for the next challenge for the ladies, every market where there's a WPBA team, there will be a mixtape project where you can be a part of.
And to create music for the basketball team.
We're looking for a theme song for the league, for each team. All right. And I'm looking for a hot DJ in each market where we have the WPBA teams at. and I'm gonna get you guys on the conference call, and I'm gonna make magic. I'm gonna show you how we do it, like Freak Nasty. Show them how to do it. All right, and it's gonna happen so fast. My first check with them, I'm not even gonna talk about it because workers' comp, my neck broke, and just one of those. It's just one of those things I'm doing as a hobby. I just talk about it, and my guy, that go-to guy, is one going to make it happen. All checks will be in his name.
All right.
So yeah, let's go ahead. You know what? We've been on fire for 2 hours.
Well, I mean, that's what we're here for.
That's what we do.
But we just got to let the people know to make sure that they tune in every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you go check out the Tosh and Truuf podcast.
Share
yes.
the links.
And make sure that you go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
That's the challenge. We want 180 of our friends and family to support us by going to YouTube
and just subscribe.
Just hit that little red button. I ain't asked you to comment, like. I need the subscribers first. Okay? The comments and the likes will come because people are going to be mad as shit at what we talk about. I guarantee, like my man used to, Chef Justin back in the day, I guarantee you're going to hate me, baby, because we goddamn very disrespectful. All right?
All right, and make sure that you follow DJ Truuf, that's Truuf, on everything. DJ Truuf is on everything. It was Instagram the movie, but they took it away from him.
On XTube, it used to be Dougie D.
I ain't never heard that name. That's the
You
first
never
time.
heard that name. You know why I can say it now? Because they canceled XTube. Canceled it. It's
Oh,
done.
okay.
So if you knew that name, a full plethora of
Filth,
floor, and filth
Filth.
with my name and face attached to it would have showed up. Woo!
filth.
Remember the girl Monique that we took on that crab feast?
Yes.
She was on there with me.
Oh, wow. But we are happy that we are glad that you always tune in with us.
Always tuning in.
And then don't forget Goodie Box.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you check her out. Goodie Box Pudding.
And if you
Pudding was very, very good.
If you want to be a sponsor on the show, and Encantos Tropicales is coming back. They're getting their checks together. And if you want to be a podcaster and be a part of the True Podcast Network and join Mr. Know-It-All, we're still waiting on him to pull that trigger. You can join that podcast network too, Alex. I'll be reaching out to you guys and any other podcasts. Make sure you tag them in the post because we are the most very disrespectful show. But we want everybody to win. It's not about us.
No.
It's about
It's
you.
never been just about us.
So you guys, thanks for tuning in.
Good night.
PhillyCoalitionRadio.com. PhillyCoalitionRadio.com.
From the legendary Audio 2. Right now you're riding with the official voice of the streets, and that's the truth. What more can I say?
From Alaska to Australia, street radio smashing the internet.
It's on.
Like your ex-girlfriend. Yes. Keep it locked to the only street radio that matters. DJ Truuf, exclusively